Hello my dear students, hope you all are doing well. In the previous class we study about how to calculate the mean. Now in this class we will study about how to calculate the mode of any observation. So first you can write down the definition of mode. So just write down mode is that value of observation, or you can write mode is that observation which occurs maximum number of times. Mode is that observation which occurs maximum number of times. Or if you don't want to write maximum number of times, you can write down there mode is that observation whose frequency is maximum. Whose frequency will be maximum, that observation will be that number or that observation will be the mode. In normal cases, if numbers are given, we can calculate in this way. If frequencies are also given, then also we can calculate by checking whose frequency is the maximum. But in case when class intervals are given, then how we will calculate the mode? When class intervals are means we are grouping the numbers. So that's why it is called grouped frequency distribution. So just write down there mode of grouped frequency distribution. Mode of grouped frequency distribution. Grouped frequency distribution means when we are writing it in intervals form there. When we are arranging so that in 1 to 10 these many numbers are there. In this way when we are arranging, then we are saying it is grouped frequency distribution. So already it will be written in terms of class intervals. So first what you have to check the maximum frequency. Now write down the step there. First what you have to do, check the maximum frequency. Check the maximum frequency. So first what we will check whose frequency is maximum. So first that we have checked. So corresponding to that maximum frequency, what is the class interval? That class interval is called model class. So just write down there corresponding class interval. Corresponding class interval is called the model class. Corresponding class interval is called the model class. Which one will be the model class? The frequency of which class interval is maximum, that class interval will be the model class. So this one wrote. Now how we will calculate the mode? For that write down the formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Formula written? Okay. Now we will write what are these things indicates there. Here write down. And in the bottom only you write where L. What is L here? L is the lower limit of the model class. Lower limit of the model class. L represent the lower limit of the model class. Written H. H is class size of model class. Class size of model class. If there is a difference in class size, then also you just check the class size of the model class. Written. Now F1. F1 is the frequency of the model class. Frequency of the model class. F1 represent frequency of the model class. Now as we are writing the numbers, 0 appears before 1. So in the same way, F0 represent the frequency of the class. The frequency of the class preceding frequency of the class preceding the model class. Frequency of the class preceding the model class. Preceding the model class means frequency of the previous class. 0 comes before 1. So F0 means frequency of the previous class. Written in the same way, write down. Now F2. 2 comes after 1. So write down F2 is frequency of the class. Frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Written? Okay. Now what we will do, we will solve some questions based on this. So all of you write down. The first question is find the mode. The first question is find the mode. Find the mode. So in that, write down the first one. All of you just write down. The numbers are given. 3, 7, 4, 6, 0, 6, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbers are written in this way. We have to find out the mode. So all of you just check there. Which number occurs maximum number of times? Here 6 repeated 2 times only. 4 also repeated 2 times. 5 not repeated. Now just to check 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 repeated how many times? 3 times. So frequency of 3 is maximum. So we will write mode is equal to 3. Which observation occurs maximum number of times, that will be the mode. One more question we can do. Okay, write down the second one. In second one it is written in this way. The observation and its frequencies are given. So write down the observation. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Now 37 repeated 15 times, then 38, 25, 39 times, 40, 41 times, then 41, 36, 17, 15, 12. So if it is given in this way, again you can check here, it is written there. The number 37 is repeated 15 times, 38 is repeated 25 times. So which number is repeated maximum number of times? 40. The number 40 is repeated 41 times. So directly we can write here mode is equal to 40. You don't have to do anything, just write in this way. Mode is equal to 40. Clear? Okay. Now all of you write down the second question. This type over. So now write second question. I am saying the question, write down. The frequency distribution table of agricultural holdings in a village is given below. The frequency distribution table of agricultural holdings in a village is given below. Area of land, and then number of families. Area of land and number of families. So area of land, it is given in hectares. So write down there. Class intervals are given 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 11 and 11 to 13. And the families are given, number of families 20, 45, 80, 55, 40 and 12. So these informations are given. We have to find out the mode. So again first check. Here these are the frequencies which are given. Whose frequency is the maximum here? Maximum frequency is 80. If you want, you can mark in this way. Maximum frequency is 80. So corresponding to 80, the class is 5 to 7. So just write down model class. Model class is 5 to 7. Written. Now we know the formula. First we will write down the formula. All of you write down. Mode is equal to, I am saying to write down the formula so that it will be easy for you to learn the formulas also. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now these all the things first only we can write down. What is L? L is the lower limit of the model class. This is our model class. Lower limit is 5. So we will write down the values here. L is equal to 5. F1. F1 means frequency of the model class. Model class, its frequency is 80. Then F0. F0 means frequency of the previous class. That is 45. Then F2. F2 means the frequency of the next class. That is 55. Then which one is remaining? Yes, H is remaining. H is class size of the model class. Class size, how we are calculating? Upper limit minus lower limit. Class size is also called the width of the class interval. So just subtract upper limit minus lower limit. So 7 minus 5, that will be equal to 2. So H is equal to 2. So now we got all the values. Now I am rubbing this one so that I can do the calculations here. Formula already written. Mode is equal to. Now we will substitute in that one. L. Lower limit we have taken here as 5 plus F1, that is 80 minus F0 45 by 2F1. So 2 into 80. So that will be equal to 160 minus F0 45 minus F2 55 into H, class size, and class size is 2. So H is equal to 2. Now we will do the calculation. 5 plus 80 minus 45. 80 minus 45 will be equal to 35, correct? 35 by here 160 minus 45 minus 55. So first we can do this one. What will come? Minus 55 minus 45. When two numbers are negative, we are adding the numbers, but sign will be negative. So 5 plus 5, 10, carry over 1. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1 will be equal to 10 into 2. 5 plus 35 by 160 minus 100. So that will be equal to 60 into 2. Now we can cancel here only. So it will be equal to 2 3s. So we are getting 35 by 30. Now 35 by 30 also we can cancel it by 5. So we will get 5 7s 35, 5 6 30. So here we are getting 5 plus 7 by 6. Now here it's my suggestion that you don't do the cross multiplication. Instead of that, 7 by 6 is easy to convert in decimal. So there only you can convert in decimal because mode we cannot write in fractions. So here only we can convert into decimal. 5 plus. Now here it is written 7 by 6. Now we can cancel it. 7 ones, 6 ones are 6. 7 minus 6, 1. Now what we will do, we will put a decimal. Then here 0 will come. So 6 ones are 6. That much only is enough. So what we are getting here, 5 plus 1.1. And 5 plus 1.1 will be equal to 5 plus 1, 6. So mode will be equal to 6.1. This method is clear to you? Okay. So we'll move to the next question. All. Check the question. Question already written here. Marks, class intervals are written and the number of students already written. So you all can note down this question. Okay. Written. Now again we have to calculate the mode. In mode we don't want any other thing there. Just to check the maximum frequency. Which is the maximum frequency here? 32. So corresponding class will be the model class. Always whenever you are solving, write down the model class there. So here I am just rubbing this one so that I can write here. So here our model class is model class 70 to 80. So we wrote the model class. Now we will write down all the things which are required to calculate the mode. What we want? L we want, lower limit of the model class, that is 70. Then what we want? F1. F1 means frequency of the model class, that is 32. Then F0, frequency of the previous class, 12. F2, frequency of the class successing the model class, so that is 20. Then what is the thing needed? Yes, H is required there. H is equal to 80 minus 70, so that will come equal to 10. So we got all the values. Now write down the formula. In this way, if you will write the formula, then you will learn the formula. You don't need any extra time to learn all these formulas. So mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Here L is written separately only. Now can we substitute the value? I am rubbing this side so that I can write here also. Is equal to L. The value of L is 70 plus F1. Value of F1 is 32 minus F0. 32 minus 12 by 2F1. So 2 into 32. 2 into 32 will be equal to 64 minus F0 12 minus F2 20. This should you can write in bracket into H. So into 10. 70 plus 32 minus 12. So that will come 2 minus 2 0. 3 minus 1 2. 20 by here 20 and 12. Two numbers are negative, so we can add the number. So 20 plus 12 will be equal to 32. And 64 minus 32. 64 minus 32 will be equal to 32. So 20 by 32 into 10. So again, if cancellation is possible, we can cancel it. I think it is divisible by 4. So we can cancel it by 4. 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are 32. And these two again we can cancel. Then we will get 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. So what we are getting here, 70 plus 5 5s are 25. 25 by 4. So 25 by 4, here only we can convert into decimal. What will come? 4 6 are 24. So 25 minus 24, 1 will remain there. Then we will put 1 decimal. So 10 will come. So that will be equal to 4 2s are 8. So either 6.25 you can write, or you can simply write 6.2. So your mode will be equal to 76.2 or 76.25. So now it is clear how to calculate the mode. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Now all of you, just to check here, class intervals and frequencies are given. Question is same. You have to find out the mode. Now here in this question, can you tell me what is the difference in the previous question and in this question? Yes, here the ending point and the starting points are same. Means upper limit and lower limit are same. That class interval is a continuous class interval. But here some break is there in the class interval. After 162, we are starting from 163. So in calculating the mode, in the formula we want L. L means lower limit of the class interval. So here it is necessary to make the class interval continuous. So I am saying you the method how to make the class interval continuous. If you don't know, you can write down all the steps there. Just write down what is the difference in the upper limit and lower limit here. 162 upper limit of the first one and lower limit of the second one. Any difference between the upper limit and lower limit? Here it is 162 and here we have 163. So difference is 1. Correct? Now what we will do? We will divide this 1 by 2. 1 by 2. How much it will come? 0.5. What we are going to do is, we are going to make the class interval continuous. So we are getting the difference 1 and then divide 1 by 2. Then what we will get? 0.5. Now what you have to do? Add 0.5 to the upper limit. Add 0.5 to the upper limit and subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. Add 0.5 to the upper limit and subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. So here only you can write down. The next is continuous class interval. Continuous class interval. We got the difference 1, then we divided 1 by 2, we are getting 0.5. So what you have to do? Add 0.5 to the upper limit and subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. So 160 minus 0.5. So that will be equal to 159.52. Add 0.5 to the upper limit. So 162.5. Then next 163 minus 0.5. So that will come 162.5. Now here you add. So it will be equal to 165.5. In the same way here it will come 165.5 to 168.5. Next is 168.5 to 171.5. And then 171.5 to 174.5. Now here when you will calculate the mode, you have to take this class interval, not this one. So here you can check the maximum frequency. What is the maximum frequency? 142. So corresponding class will be the model class. Now rest all the details I think you can write. When you will write the lower limit, don't write 166. You have to write 165.5. Now I think you can solve this question, and when you will solve this one, you will get the answer. Mode is equal to 167.35. Just write down whether you are getting this mode or not. Just check, 167.35. Clear? Okay. So we will move to the next question. Now in this question, mode is given. Mode is equal to 42. Find x. Now all can check here. Class intervals are written and frequencies are also written. We have to find out the value of x. But here one confusion is there. Whose frequency is maximum? Because we don't know the value of x. Sometimes x can be the maximum value or x can be the minimum value also. We don't know. Not necessary that x can be greater than 26 or x can be less than 26. Then how we will say which is our model class? So for that, what we have to check? We have to check this number. What is given? Mode 42. Now in this class interval, 42 will come between which numbers? Yes, 42 is coming between 40 and 50. Just write down why we are selecting this one as our model class, because 42 comes between 40 and 50. So therefore our model class will be equal to 40 to 50. Why we wrote 40 to 50? Because 42 lies between 40 and 50. Therefore model class is equal to 40 to 50. Now rest all the things. The lower limit of the model class 40. Then F1 frequency of the model class 26. F0 frequency of the previous class X. F2 frequency of the next class is 6, and H class size, and that is equal to 10. 50 minus 40. Now we have all the things. Now first write down the formula. Mode is equal to, formula is L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now we have all the values. What we will do? We will substitute in these values. So shall I rub this one so that I can do the calculations here? Okay. Mode. What is mode given? 42. So in the left hand side here we will write 42 is equal to lower limit L is 40. So written here 40 plus F1. F1 is 26. So plus 26 minus F0, that is equal to X by 2F1. So 2 into 26. 2 6 are 12. Carry over 1. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. 52 minus F0, that is X, minus F2, that is equal to 6 into H. So into 10. Into 10. Till here it is clear how we have substituted the values. Okay. Now how we will calculate. No need of any cross multiplication here. Next easy method is what we will do. We'll shift 40 to left hand side. Then 42 minus 40. So that will be equal to 2 is equal to. Here also no need to do the multiplication here. 26 minus X by 52 minus 6. These two we can subtract. 52 minus 6. So that will be equal to 46 minus X into 10. Here 10 is multiplied. So when you will shift 10 to left hand side, it will get divided. So we will get here 2 by 10 is equal to 26 minus X by 46 minus X. If you want, you can multiply 10 here also. That depends on you, how you want to solve the question. So here 2 and 5 we can cancel. Now how we will calculate the value of X? By cross multiplication. Then what will come? Yes, it will be equal to 46 minus X is equal to 5 into 26. So 5 6 are 30, carry over 3, 5 2s are 10 plus 3, 13. 130 minus 5x. So minus 5x we can shift to left hand side, and 46 we are shifting to right hand side. So it will be equal to minus x plus 5x. So that will be equal to 4x is equal to 130 minus 46. 130 minus 46, it will be equal to 10 minus 6, 4. Then here 2. So 12 minus 4, 8. So we are getting 4x is equal to 84. Then it will come x is equal to 84 divided by 4. So we will get x is equal to 21. So hope this method is clear to you. Okay. So moving on to the next question. So all of you can check the next sixth question is mode is equal to 65 is given. Question is find x and y, and one more information is given if sum of the frequencies is 50. So here sum of the frequencies is also given. Now again here we can check what will be our model class. So for that you have to check what is the mode given. Mode is equal to 65. Now check in this class interval. 65 will be in which class interval? Between which two numbers it will be? So in the class interval if you will check, 65 will lies between 60 and 80. So our model class we got 60 to 80. So just write down here model class. Model class is equal to 60 to 80. Now again all the informations we can write. L is equal to we have 60. F1 is equal to 12. F0 is equal to X, previous class. F2 will be equal to 6, and what is H here? 80 minus 60, and 80 minus 60 is 20. So we have all the things. Now one more information is given, that is sum of all the frequencies is 50. But normally how we are getting the sum? By adding all these numbers. So we can add all these numbers just to check what will come. 6 plus 8, 14. I am writing here sum, sigma f. 6 plus 8, 14. And 14 plus 6 will be equal to 20. And 12 plus 3 will be equal to 15. So 20 plus 15. So that will be equal to Yes, 35. Once again we can check here. 6 plus 8, 14. 14 plus 12. So that will be equal to 26. 26 plus 6, 32. 32 plus 3 will be equal to 35. Our sum of all the frequencies we are getting 35 plus x plus y. But in the question already it is given sum of the frequencies is 50. So we can equate it by 50. So to get our first equation. So write down 35 plus x plus y is equal to 50. So from here what will come? X plus y is equal to 50 minus 35. And 50 minus 35 will be equal to 15. Make it equation number 1. So that's why that information is given. Now we can check our value of mode. We will substitute in the formula. Write down mode is equal to. Mode is equal to, yes, L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now we can substitute the values. Okay. What is mode given? Mode is equal to 65. 65 is equal to lower limit, that is equal to 60 plus F1 12. So in place of F1 we can substitute 12 minus F0, that is X, by 2F1. So 2 into 12. So that will come equal to 24. 24 minus F0, that is equal to X, minus F2. And F2 is equal to 6 into 20. So substituted all the values. Now first what we will do, we'll shift 60 to left hand side. So it will be equal to 65 minus 60. So that will come 5 is equal to 12 minus x by 24 minus x. Here we can do the subtraction. 14 minus 6 will be equal to 8. So it will be equal to 18 minus x into 20. So again 20 we can shift to left hand side. Here it is multiplied. So when you will change the position, it will get divided. Is equal to 12 minus x by 18 minus x. Here we can cancel these two. So 1 by 4 will come. Now do the cross multiplication. Then what will come? 18 minus x is equal to 12 fours are 48 minus 4x. Now minus 4x we can shift to left hand side. Then it will be equal to minus x plus 4x. So that will be equal to 3x. And 48 minus 18. 48 minus 18 will be equal to 30. Then what will be the value of x? Yes, x is equal to 10. So write down there, we are getting x is equal to 10. Now substitute the value of x in the first equation to get the value of y. So we will get 10 plus y is equal to 15. Now 10 we can shift to right hand side. So it will be equal to 15 minus 10, 5. So we are getting x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. So I hope this question is clear to you. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Now all of you check the next question. We have to find out the mode. But in this one, class intervals are not given. You can check the question here. Instead of class interval, they wrote in this way. If you are suppose this is the information about number of students who got these many marks there. So number of students whose marks is less than 20 is 5. The number of students who got the marks less than 30 is total number of students is given here 20. So now for this information what we have to do now, we have to make the class interval and the corresponding frequency. So here you can write down the class interval and frequency. How we are going to make the class interval less than. Check the differences here. Differences of 10 only. So less than 20. So 20 minus 10 if you will do, what will come? 10. So our first class interval will be equal to 10 to 20. How many students are there whose marks is less than 20? 5 students are there. So first one we will write the frequency as it is 5. Now our second class interval 10 to 20 whose marks is below 20 already we added in this group there. Now next here class interval will be equal to 20 to 30. Total 20 students are there whose marks is less than 30. So, but in that marks less than 30, 5 students already I separated in this group. So, remaining how many students are there? Out of 20 whose marks is less than 20 that I have included in this group. So, remaining student will be equal to 20 minus 5. So, that will be equal to 15. Clear? Okay. So, next one. Less than 40. So again what we will write here, next class interval will come 30 to 40. Again what we will do, less than 30. Total 30 students went here. Now remaining which will belong to this group, what will come? 38 minus 20. So 38 minus 20 will be equal to 8. 3 minus 2, 1. So it will be equal to 18. So what we are doing? We are doing the subtraction. Okay, in this way you have to subtract. If you want you can write in this way, arrow form. Then next less than 50. So it will come 40 to 50. How we will do? 63 minus 38. So what will come? 13 minus 8, 5. So here it will be equal to 5. 5 minus 3, 2. 25. Then next less than 60. So it will come under the category 50 to 60. 50 to 60. 74 minus 63. So 4 minus 3, 1. 7 minus 6, 1. Then next less than 60 over less than 70. So it will come 60 to 70. So that will be equal to 83 minus 74. So it will be equal to 13 minus 4. 9. Then less than 80. So it will be equal to 70 to 80. Total 91 students are there, but 83 we have included here only. So remaining 91 minus 83. So 11 minus 3, 8. So it will be equal to 8. You can check if you will add at last, after adding you will get the total is equal to 91. So once again I am saying how we did this one. Total 5 students are there whose marks is less than 20. So that we have written here. This is the total number of students. 20 students are there whose marks is less than 30. But out of that 5 students I have taken in this group only. So remaining how many are there? 20 minus 5, 15. In the same way we did the subtraction for all. So this is the class interval which we have now. So now here you can check which one, what is the maximum frequency? Yes, maximum frequency is 25. So now I am not writing, you just write down, model class is equal to 40 to 50. Now write down the values. L is equal to 40, F1, frequency of the model class, 25, F0, frequency of the previous class, 18. F2, frequency of the next class, 11. Then H is equal to 20 minus 10, 10. So H is equal to 10. So we have all the things. Now write down mode is equal to L plus, yes, F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Substitute the value L, we have 40 plus F1. F1 is equal to 25 minus F0, that is 18 by 2 into 25. So that will be equal to 50 minus 18 minus 11 into 10. So we will get here 40 plus 25 minus 18. Just to subtract it, 15 minus 8 will be equal to 7 by minus 18 minus 11. So that will be equal to minus 29. And 50 minus 29. So that will be equal to 21 into 10. Correct? So here 7 and 21 we can cancel. So we will get here 40 plus 10 by 3. 10 by 3, I think when you will convert in decimal it will come 3.3. So our mode will be equal to 43.3. Clear this one when less than method is there? Okay. So next question, moving on to the next question. So in this question also we have to find out the mode. Marks below is given and number of students are given. So again, marks below means total 10 students are there whose marks is below 10. Total 15 students are there who have got below 20. So first what we have to do, again we have to find out the class interval. So to find out the class interval, first you have to check what should be our class size. So for that you want the difference there. What is the difference here? 10, 20, 30. Difference is of 10. So marks below 10. So what will come? If we will do 10 minus 10, 0. So our first one will be equal to 0 to 10. Shall I write the class interval? Okay, 0 to 10. Then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80 and 80 to 90. Now here, according to the information, total how many students are there whose marks is less than 10? 10 students are there. So first one frequency will be equal to 10. Then total how many students are there whose marks is less than 20? 15 students are there. But already 10 students we have included in this group. So remaining 15 minus 10, 5. Clear? Okay. Then next, how many students are there whose marks is less than 30? 30 students are there. But 15 students already we have included. So remaining 30 minus 15. So that will be equal to 15. Then again, total 50 students are there whose marks is below 40. So 30 students we have included here. So what we will do? We will do the subtraction. So in this way you have to subtract 50 minus 30. So that will come equal to 20. Next what will come? 72 minus 50. 72 minus 50 will be equal to 2. 7 minus 5, 2. 22. Next one will come 85 minus 72. So that will be equal to 5 minus 2, 3. 8 minus 7, 1. Then next one will come 90 minus 85. 90 minus 85 is 5. Then next will come 95 minus 90. So that also will come equal to 5. And last one 100 minus 95. So that also again we are getting as 5. So this is the class interval. We have converted this into class interval. Now we can find out the mean using mode using this class interval. So you can check what will be the model class here. Yes, maximum frequency is 22. So model class will be equal to 40 to 50. I think rest all you can solve by yourself. Find out the mode and write down the answer. Your mode will be equal to 41.82. Just to check whether you are getting this answer or not. Mode is equal to 41.82. So I think these questions are clear to you. Okay, so all of you note down your homework. Your homework will be exercise 14.2. Your homework is exercise 14.2. Now one more thing there. In exercise 14.2, in all the question, in some question it is written find the mode and mean. So I am saying that you just calculate the mode, because mean already we know how to calculate there. We did in the previous examples also. So what you have to do in all questions, just find out the mode. Mean you don't have to do. Clear?